Hi and welcome to Alice Loves on this really sunny, lovely evening here in Birmingham. When I drove home it was 24 degrees still, which might not be hot for a lot of you, but that is an absolute heat wave for us here in the Midlands. So feeling really cheery, and while it was so sunny I thought I would film a quick video just all around my sort of summer skin essentials. Now this isn't sort of like my holiday essentials. I'm going to do a different video on the things that I would really recommend that you pack and take with you on your summer holidays and those type of things. This is more what you need to do to get yourself beauty ready for the hot weather. And there's two main areas for me that I sort of focus on. So I think firstly, there's a lot more skin out than normal. You know, arms, legs, chest, back. You know, winter you've had jeans, boots, jumpers on, it hasn't been exposed, and suddenly summer's here, you're in little dresses and you've got your legs out and your arms out and everything's out. So I'll go through skin first. So my first recommendation is daily exfoliation. So I've got these little exfoliating gloves. I just think your skin's been, as I say, in, you know, maybe skinny jeans or tights all winter, and you know, could do with a good slough away of the dead skin, keep it nice and baby soft and fresh, and it just helps for, you know, any tanning products that you might use or anything like that. So I, instead of using my sort of loofah in the shower, will, especially in the summer, use these exfoliating gloves to wash with. So I'll just put on a little bit of, like, you know, the body shower cream, shower gel, whatever you're using, and just wash daily with these, which helps as well. Like, I've got a little bit of fake tan on and it helps sort of it fade evenly rather than getting it patchy in places. So daily exfoliation with these, and then I also would use on top of that an actual exfoliator, maybe twice a week. Now I've got here the Sugar Crush. Now this is actually the body lotion, which I follow it with, as I'm out of it at the moment, but this is my favourite scrub, so I want to mention it. So it's from Soap and Glory, but it isn't their traditional sort of Righteous Brother and all that normal smell. It's their Sugar Crush. Now I've heard very mixed reviews, so I would say have a smell of it. Scent is such a personal thing, but for me this is just amazing summer scent in a jar. So it's freshly squeezed sweet lime, so with shea and cocoa nut balm, lime and almond oils, and kiwi juice water. So it's really like tangy, but then it's got some sweetness to it as well. It's not pure citrus. So I love this scent. And as I say, they do a big tub like this of the exfoliator, which I've got but ran out of, and so I would use that twice or three times a week. My gloves daily, and then the next tip is obviously to moisturise. Now I really hate moisturising. You know, I am very lazy with it, and so I use quite a lot of the time the Vaseline spray moisturiser, like a spray and go, so that it's a really quick spray and it at least gets a quick moisturise. But I would recommend in the summer to really do this, because again, you're going to have a lot more skin on show, and the last thing you want are big dry elbows or dry knees or patches of fake tan clinging to dry bits. So moisturise as well is key. Obviously you've got hair removal. I mean, you don't have to, but armpits are a lot more likely on show, same with your legs. So for me, I've actually had laser hair removal on my legs. Now I know that's something that you can't just do overnight. It takes a process, and they say 6 to 8 weeks between each treatment, but that's something that's really great for long-term use. But obviously outside of that you've got your epilating, which I know a lot of people love, or shaving or waxing or whatever you want, but that's something else you have to stay on top of a bit more when you've got dresses and whatnot. But that's the main thing in terms of prepping my skin. And then I really like to use, as regularly as I can, a fake tan in the summer. I just think when I've got my arms out, when I've got my legs out, I feel a lot better when they're a little bit browner. I think most people, other than your little size 4s, would feel a lot slimmer with sort of browner legs. So my favourite is the Tropez Express Mousse. I am going to do a full video on all my favourite fake tans, because this certainly is not the only tan I like. I love a load of other ones too, and I like them for different reasons. So I will do a full video on that if you'd like it. But this is the Express 1 hour tan, and I just find this a really easy to use tan, and I apply it, I'm sorry it's so dirty because I've been using it loads, but on a mitt. So obviously just put this really gross mitt on, a few pumps on, and the thing with this is it's got a really strong guide colour, so it's really easy to get a nice even layer all over. And then what I tend to do is I apply it when I first come home in the evening so that it's all dried before bed, but I still leave it on through the night rather than washing it off after 1 hour, and I shower in the morning to swirl the smell off. So tanning, I think, is another tip to feel sort of summer ready. Then there are two products that I really enjoy using for sort of glow on the skin. Now, I only have a sample of this product, and this is something that was recommended to me by one of Andy's students that he tutors, who really loves her videos. If you're watching, hi Maya. And I'd actually been sort of, not slagging off, but saying that I didn't really rate the Tanya Burr Body Illuminator. And she had mentioned that the Charlotte Tilbury Supermodel Body was meant to be amazing. And I happened to get a sample the next time I was there. They put one in my bag when I was buying a few bits. And I have to agree, it's amazing. I don't know if you can see, I've got a little bit on my shoulders, mainly this one, because I was going to apply a bit on this one and I haven't brought it. So it just gives a beautiful glow to the skin that makes it look really healthy and dewy and fresh. So I've only got a sample, but I definitely will be purchasing the full size. But there's a few other ones that I really like as well, especially for the front of the shins. There's things like sort of oils when they, and they've got the colour in them. Tropez do a lovely one, and they just give a beautiful glow to the front of your limb. Another one, I know I didn't even finish that sentence, to the front of your limbs I meant to say, Bronze Goddess do their shimmering oil, and that's beautiful as well. And I think when you're on holiday or on just summer evenings down the front of your legs, that's gorgeous as well. But this is something I would really recommend for a glow. But then I would also say just your normal, whatever your highlighter of choice is, this is Becca Champagne Pop. If you just take a little bit on your normal brush and add it to the areas that are exposed, let me just see if you can sort of see that now. I mean, I can see it in the mirror. And when it sort of catches the light, you've just got this beautiful shimmer to the skin. So that is another favourite of mine. And then a very important favourite for getting your skin summer ready, and it should be all year round, is drink more water. And I'm really guilty of it. I don't drink enough, but when you drink it, you see the difference in the glow in your skin and the hydration levels. So that would be another real top tip. So that's all my skin bits and bobs: exfoliating, moisturising, fake tanning, and a bit of glow. And then my other area that I think you need to suddenly pay a lot more attention to is your feet. They have been probably in boots for a lot of the winter, and they might need a bit of TLC. So this is growth, but this is my favourite tool for keeping my feet baby soft, and this is the pumice from Tropic. I will link it down below. It's a brand that a lot of people haven't heard of, and I certainly hadn't, but it's a bit like, I see it in my head like Avon, like they have parties around people's house and you order things from the books and they try and get you to have a party. And I didn't like a lot of the stuff, I will be honest. There's an instant tan that I really like. There's a makeup brush that I really like, and then this, and I really love this. So you just get a bit of water on it so it's slightly damp, and give your heels a really good scrub. Balls of the feet, anywhere on your feet where you've got dry skin, and this just completely sloughs it all away and makes them baby soft. So this is a top recommendation. I've tried a lot of things like this over the years, like files, the pedi eggs, all sorts, and this is by far my favourite. It's lasted me, I think this must be like 2 years now. I'm sorry, I'm holding it, it's very gross, but I would say 2 years, and I've still got it, and I think it was only something like maybe £12 or something. So it's lasted me well. So definitely giving your skin a good bit of TLC. And then again, just following with a really rich moisturiser. I've got some amazing little foot masks, which I will insert a cutaway here, and they're like little boots, and you put your feet in them and that completely softens all the skin, and I love those, and they're £1 from Poundland. So I'll try and link them down below, although I can't imagine I'll be able to link anything from Poundland, but they are amazing. So bit of TLC with some moisture. So these are the cuticle cutters just from Boots. So I would say, you know, really pay some attention to your feet. You've got away the dead skin, you've moisturised them, you use little booties, they're lovely, soft and, you know, lovely condition. But, you know, the last thing you want are really horrible scraggy toes. So these just give you that sort of at-home pedicured look to neaten up all your cuticles. And then go in with a really fun bright polish. Obviously you can go in with whatever you want, but for me, summertime, I love something bright, and I think I do love pink, I love coral, I love red, but they can all clash. Whereas I feel like something like this bright blue, it's just a really bright pop of colour that doesn't clash with anything. It kind of doesn't match with anything, but I feel like it just goes with whatever you wear as that pop of colour. So it's just the Jelly High Shine Nail Paint by Barry M in Damson. So I love that. So that's my feet already. And then one last thing I forgot to mention is body brushing. So this is the Origins one. I don't know if they even do this anymore, but again, your skin's on show a lot more, so you can just brush your body and it really helps with circulation. It's meant to help with cellulite. I don't know if it does, but I always find in the summer it makes me just feel a bit more body confident if I'm body brushing. I like to do it dry. I know some people body brush wet, but I find that the effects aren't quite as strong. So for me, I like to use this dry and just sweep up towards the heart. So with your legs, you brush upwards to try and get that circulation going. And that would be my last sort of recommendation for getting yourself all summertime ready. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, bye.